We live in a world that moves at breakneck speed. Everything is instant. Instant messaging, instant deliveries, instant gratification. But with all this speed, we've lost something crucial: patience. We grow impatient when a website takes longer than 3 seconds to load, when traffic makes us late, or when our goals don't manifest overnight. But what if I told you that patience isn't just a virtue, it's a superpower? And the ancient Stoics mastered it over 2,000 years ago. Patience, according to the Stoics, isn't about passively waiting. It's about maintaining inner peace, despite external chaos. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Strength comes from mastering your reactions. You can't control traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. You can't speed up success, but you can control how you persist through setbacks. This is patience, the philosophy of patience in Stoicism. Imagine zooming out from your problems, like looking at your life from a bird's eye view. The Stoics called this the view from above. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality. When you take a step back, the long line at the grocery store, or your delayed promotion, suddenly seem trivial in the grand scheme of things." Patience is not just about endurance, but about understanding the transient nature of life. The Stoics practice something called premeditatio, malorum, anticipating misfortune. By imagining worst-case scenarios, they prepared their minds to stay calm and composed in any situation. The role of nature and the universe. Another important aspect of Stoic patience is understanding nature. The Stoics believed that everything happens in accordance with nature, and that resisting it is futile. The seasons take their time to change. A tree does not grow overnight. Life unfolds at its own pace, and patience allows us to align with this natural rhythm, the concept of time in Stoicism. Time was viewed by the Stoics as something beyond our control, yet within our power to use wisely. Seneca wrote extensively about how we waste time by being impatient, worrying, or focusing on things outside our control. Instead of rushing, Stoicism teaches us to be present, appreciating the journey rather than just the outcome. Practical Stoic techniques to master patience. 1. The view from above. When feeling frustrated, visualize yourself as a tiny dot in the vast universe. This perspective shift reminds us that most of our daily annoyances are insignificant in the grand scheme of things. 2. Amor fati. Love of fate. Amor fatilove. Your fate, no matter what. Instead of resisting obstacles, embrace them as part of your path. Epictetus said, "Do not seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for them as they do, and you will have peace." When things don't go your way, instead of frustration, ask, "How can this serve me?" 3. Negative visualization. One of the most powerful Stoic exercises is negative visualization. The idea: imagine losing what you have, your job, your health, your loved ones. Not to make yourself miserable, but to remind yourself to be grateful. The more you appreciate what you have, the less impatient you become. 4. Delayed gratification practices. The Stoics actively practiced self-discipline by delaying gratification. This meant choosing to wait rather than giving in to immediate desires. For instance, instead of eating, the moment hunger strikes, they would postpone meals to build mental resilience. This small act trained them to be patient in all areas of life. Historical and real-life examples of patience. Every great leader, entrepreneur, and thinker had to master patience. Lincoln lost multiple elections before becoming one of the greatest U.S. presidents. Elon Musk was on the brink of bankruptcy before Tesla took off. The difference: they understood that good things take time. Nelson Mandela's 27-year wait. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, emerged with a spirit of peace and reconciliation. Instead of succumbing to impatience and anger, he used his time to strengthen his resolve and wisdom. He understood that real change takes time, and that impatience would have only led to bitterness. J.K. Rowling's journey before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. She faced poverty, but she persisted. She embodied Stoic patience, focusing only on what she could control her writing. Modern applications of Stoic patience. Think about fitness. You don't get a six-pack in a week. The best athletes train for years, showing up daily, despite slow progress. The same applies to financial success, relationships, and personal growth. Social media has made impatience worse. We expect instant results and compare ourselves to curated versions of others' lives. The Stoic approach: focus only on what you can control and detach from external validation. 1. The power of process. Over results, the Stoics emphasized focusing on effort rather than outcomes. The more you enjoy the process, the more patient you become. Instead of stressing over how long something takes, commit to showing up every day. Exercises to develop. Stoic patience. 1. The deliberate delay. Try this. Next time you're in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, take it as a moment to practice patience. Breathe deeply. Observe your emotions and remind yourself, this moment is an opportunity to grow. Set a daily patience challenge. For example, stand in the longest checkout line intentionally and practice calmness. Train your mind to accept delays without stress. 2. Journaling for patience. Marcus Aurelius kept a journal to reflect on his actions and thoughts. Start a journal where you record moments when you lost patience. Analyze what triggered your impatience and how you can handle it better next time. 3. The 5-minute rule. Whenever you feel impatient, set a timer for 5 minutes before reacting. Use this time to breathe and reassess the situation. Most frustrations fade when given a little time. Final words. Join me as I try to use ancient wisdom to find calm in this crazy world. Can I really do it? In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos and lose sight of what's truly important. But what if I told you that the answer to finding calm and clarity in the midst of all this craziness lies in ancient wisdom? The world won't slow down, but you can learn to move through it with patience and wisdom. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's one situation where you'll start practicing patience today?